Alright, howdy peeps, this is Monday. We started on a new job. I went and got the buncher picked up. It's actually after dinner on our first day, or after lunch. And Stevie's been messing my saw. Stevie, I don't know what you had going on, and then I touched it up and tapped the drags, and oh man, this son of a buck is stout. But I'm gonna run it for just a little bit here and get the edge knocked off my chain. Look at it biting it. Look at it just bite. Just hang on to your butts. That son of a big kick like a mule. But anyways, what I'm doing, Stevie's running the den. So I got on there. Watch it now. I'm in these shop boots. I wasn't expecting to cut today. And I got these flip-flopping shop boots on, and I can't walk around. So I'm going to go pretty slow in this video. So since I'm going slow, I'll just do a little bit of commentary and tell y'all what I'm going to do. Now, bear in mind, on my cutting videos, they're my cutting style and my cutting videos. If I don't do something the way y'all do it, or you see somebody that's a local to your area that does it that's different than what I'm doing it, more than likely, you're right or they're right. I'm not the type of cutter that's sitting there going to go on about how his way's best. This is just my way, and I've been getting a lot of requests to do more cutting videos, so I figured I'd do a few more. Anyways, this ash tree it's making me a little nervous. And that's why I'm getting way back out of the way. You'll see that limb that brushes that tree pretty hard. Now, if that thing would have caught that tree, it would have got some throwback, and it would have ended up where I was standing. Now, I get a lot of questions from people why I get so far away from the tree when I cut. And I've over the years, I've wore wood plenty of times. I mean, I'm not bull messing y'all around when I'm talking about how much I've been thumped around. So there's a reason I get back that far. It's a habit. I don't always get back that far, but as a habit, I go back that far, especially when I see something that don't feel good to me. And what I'm doing here is I'm on the bad side of the tree, trying to top it, cheat, because it don't look like I'm on a hillside, but I am on a little bit of a hillside. And that tree right there, it wants to roll downhill. So what I'm doing here is this is tongue and groove. Just pause it if you need to and watch it. You see how that thing broke free? When I grab hold of that skidder, that tongue and groove will pull out of that tree. But what that tongue and groove does is it holds that tree from rolling downhill on me. Because I'm actually, my lazy butt's on the bad side of the tree topping it. I really like to use that. They usually don't take, the tongue and groove don't take but about, maybe a 2-inch offset max to get the job done. It don't have to be much. There's the red oak. I done throw the notch in it. This red oak is leaning hard out in the field. The way I cut it, I don't, hindsight's 20/20, but the way I cut it, I wish I hadn't wrapped all the way around it because it set back. And I hate it when you wrap around a tree and it sets back on you instead of using a release tab. I'd rather use a release tab when it's going to set back on me, so that way the back strap holds the tree up off your saw while you're getting finished up, Which right here, you can see I had to pull in and out a few times to get the tree. As it set back on my bar, I had to pull out, punch back in. And on this tree, I'm not cutting perfect 180 from the lean. So, and it's leaning pretty hard out there in that field. But I'm not cutting 180, so I'm going to thicken up this side towards where I'm at. I'm finishing on the bad side, where you always finish. See how bad it's leaning backwards? So I'm going to leave me a pretty good chunk of wood to hold. And the reason my saw died on me, that daggone clutch still ain't right. Stevie put me a new clutch and ring drum in there. And I don't know, something ain't quite right about that. I think my idle might be a tad high, but I don't think it's just my idle. I think something ain't kosher in there. Chain's trying to spin. And I'm going to jump in old John here and push him down, get my saw over here where it's safe. And I'm not moving too fast. Like I said, I'm in these damn shop boots. My broken foot's acting up, but I'm in these shop boots and they waller and roll around. And like how they wear them and stumble me around too damn much. Like I'm wearing flip-flops or something. Yeah, you know what I mean? And this thing's leaning back pretty good. You can't tell, but I had to pick up on the hinge pretty good. And I had that thick old hinge on the upper side, so I wanted to give it a little time, take its time, let it bust clean and stuff. And as she went. There we got her. Now I'm gonna pull him down just a little bit in the safe. Them red oaks, sometimes they can be woolly little boogers. You see that stick up on the stump? That was that tension side, that's that pull wood. Now I pulled some fibers up in the trunk a little bit. But excuse me, there wasn't much of an alternative in this situation, I didn't think. And here's a dead piece of bull mess I'm gonna pull out. Clean the top out of it. Take in, we can use it for crating. I've had a few people ask me what's up with the buncher. The buncher is fixed and running. I went and got it from Cummins. And what happened to it, I feel like an idiot because I've crossed it before. I've told them down there at Cummins, I said, daggone, we done that 2 years ago. And I just forgot doing it. I've slept since then, and daggone it, for some reason it didn't register in my pea brain. But we went in there and they had to do that. Zapped us about about $1,050. So it was a chunk of money, and it made me feel like a friggin' idiot. And it was. I got no excuse for it. I should have known better. I just didn't. I forgot. But I'll show you. I'll get up, and those of you that don't know, it was injector tubes inside the head. The jam nut backed off, and a couple of them backed out a little bit. That's all it was. But those of you that don't know, I'll take you out. Don't let me forget. If a few days go by and I ain't done it yet, just hit me up again on here. But I'll show y'all on the head what I'm talking about. But the buncher is running. Stevie's running the din. It is running good. Finally got everything back to running, and I'm just kind of enjoying my day cutting. Trying to get Stevie some more experience on the din, so I need to give him some time on it. And this is an easy laying ground. Trying to give him some time on it, so he can get used to it, get better on it. Now, I'm gonna go up here and top this thing. Now, the only thing, if y'all's asking my advice, the only advice I would have when you're topping a hardwood tree and select cut timber, there's a lot of, I've been beaten to pieces topping trees. So go easy. Just go easy. Dad, there's always people got all these answers and, stuff of how you're supposed to top. The main thing about topping a tree is top it slow enough you can figure out how to take it apart, and look for your stress, look for your hazards, and go about it nice and easy, And I always like to leave a little bit of wood holding. I never like to cut everything completely clean. So that way, if you're ever wrong, well, there's all kinds of times you'll be wrong. But when you're wrong, there's always a little bit of wood holding, and then when you grab it with the machine, you pop it all free. But that's the ticket. You don't want a skidder man dragging wood through the woods. You know what I mean? Because that gets bad, nasty quick. So you want to make sure to get used to what tear wood is and how to utilize it. And this is up about head high. It's where this red oak's ended up. And that stuff's been over, and I don't know where to touch it, but it ain't got the spring on it. Them spring poles just take it nice and easy. I just nibble on them. And here, the reason I cut this bottom one first is because I'm using the top limbs to hold the tree from rolling on me. Is what I'm trying to do, because it wants to roll over on me. I got that one done. Now I think I make a little mistake here. I should have reached across from me and done that bottom limb. Now when you're topping, always get the wood away from you first. So what you finish up on is on your side. So that way you ain't sticking your whole bar in there to get stuck if something happens, you get pinched. See how I spit it out at me? Now, I have nothing on this tree holding this tree up now that I took that off. And then I reached over there and done this one. I should have done that limb before I did what I did. Because if it tries to roll over on me now, I can't hardly get out of the way quick enough, you know. But I left a little bit holding on there to break off. Now, hang on, Lee, I'm in the middle of it. Now I'm going to head down and do this little knick-knack here in the field that I pulled out. All right, now I'm going to answer my boy. What do you want, boy? No, it don't sound right. Yeah, but it don't sound right. Yeah, but it was a Britannica. Does anybody know what the other ship? My boy is obsessed with Titanic. Does anybody know the other ship? Wasn't it the Britannica? And then there's another one too that was with the Titanic. I can't think off the top of my head. The what? The Carpathia. Carpathia?
Yeah.
And then the Britannica, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I told you it's Britannica. But anyway, there I'm going to reach up there and pull it and yank it down. Now, you've seen all the stuff. I'm sorry, I got cold. You've seen all the stuff we cut loose. Now, look back up in there. And as we pull it down, watch how everything just pops free. But now, all that stuff holding was what kept that tree from rolling down on me. You know, as the last little bit that held it up for me, you know. Now we're going to go back there where Pee-wee and them's at. Pee-wee and Stevie. When we start a job and it ends up with Pee-wee, Stevie, and when we all end up together watered up in a ball, it is hard to get efficient and it's hard to keep it safe. But it's just a fact of the matter when you're working between weather patterns and these little jobs where you're hop, skipping, jumping around and stuff. And it just kind of, you being used to working around each other is a big deal. But I'm going to back up in here and do some hand cutters up in here. Tried to move this big dead poplar out of my way, but it didn't end up being, it ended up being more of a pain than it was worth. Daggone aggravate big freaking lug. That's a pretty big tree. There's some pretty big trees in this section. And I got some little clips and stuff on my phone and stuff when I was cutting in here and stuff. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now I'm trying to get it up out of the way from that ash tree. Levi, I think your music's depressing, boy. Sorry I keep yawning, boys. I'm ready for bed. Alright, now we're gonna get this out of the way. I wanted to show you these last couple trees I'm gonna cut. Yeah, still need the Dodge is okay. Okay, I'm gonna follow these up the hill. Now this ash is pretty straightforward. Just, you know, always directional fill. Don't do sloppy timber cut. Always place them trees. You know, other than noticing hazards, I think the most important thing about cutting is placement. Always pick a spot, put that tree in that spot. Always. Because it keeps you, once you get to where you get where you can just wing them trees and throw them right where you want them every time. The safety factor, that's a lot of what's unsafe about topping, is not putting a tree in the right spot. And then when you go into top, then you got danglers and stuff like that over your head. And throwback and stuff when you're cutting and stuff, you know. Aim. Every time, aim. Okay, the red oak that we're starting in on, there was I didn't know till I knocked a notch in it, but there is a deer blind up there. And I'm going to try to put this thing in that tight little hole between them two trees. So it's going to be a little bit of a pain to get it up in there. And when you're trying to squeeze a big tree, like a decent sized tree like this, in a tight hole, the thing you're going to have to deal with is, you know, going to be your blowback. And I've been harped at a few times for getting out of the way. Now when I get away from this tree and the blowback comes, and when you see where that stuff was landing, I mean, this ain't just this ain't an extreme situation. This is the norm. This is just select cut hardwood timber. It's just how she acts. All right, I'm nibbling it because I don't want it to take off on me fast. I want the tree to start falling on me slow. Are you starting to fall? Okay. Now watch what all I go through to get away from this tree. It's still standing there. I double checked. All right, now watch. See the tight hole it goes in? Now look where all the blowback lands. See where I was standing? Where it all landed? I just wanted y'all to see it. Thanks, guys. Later on. Have a good one.